from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Texans at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd down now, Monroe. And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Jordan complete right side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Bond good to throw it. It's complete to Cook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mon. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Here we go.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
2nd and 1. This is Hamilton. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This ball caught by Mechie, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play. Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They start the drive with Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 29, Garoppolo. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Here we go.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after here coming up. It's good to make it 17-7.
Next to score, Vikings 17, Texans 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 48-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo again. Touchdown! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll try the middle with Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, that talked about big plays, sacks, they often come in bunches? Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Cook on the toss left.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because
and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go.
Cook up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them.
Here we go.
Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by her. And my goodness, another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
19 Tigers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 48-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
13.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport and go to this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis